Are we sounding okay? I think we're good. Are we good? But I think we're live as well. Just checking everything's all good, boys. And we'll get cracking. Bear with me, guys. Hold on a minute. Think we're live? Are we good? Are we good? I think we're live. There we go. How are we doing? All right. Let me just roll out the community post. Hold on. Just rolling out the community post. We'll get cracking. There we go. Let me get back on that chat and we can start cracking. Hey, there we go. Yeah, a little bit early. A couple minutes early, actually. So all jokes. Nah, I disagree. We'll get into it. But we'll get into it in a bit once more people start flowing in here. Damn, already 6 people. Hope you guys are doing okay. Are we good now? There we go. Yeah, I got it. I think we sound all right now. Yeah, I know. I heard my cable go. I need to buy a new one. I actually just ordered a pop filter for the mic. So that's going to make recording sound a little bit nicer. We're good. Good to see you, boys. I hope you guys are doing well. Look at this. Look at you guys flowing in there. I love this. Appreciate you. I'm trying to sort of line up my chat so it doesn't look like I'm looking too far away from the camera. It's kind of just growing pains we've got to get through here. But yeah, how you guys been doing? New video's coming along really nicely. I said on Sunday that I was going to do a video on... I was working on that big project. I decided to sort of shorten it, and we're doing that for this week's video. And that's... I was a little bit apprehensive about doing that, but I cut some of the topics out, so I'll just probably save it for a part 2 maybe, if it does well. So that's probably the better way I can do it, because I really enjoyed writing it, and I was like, let's do it. So we're in the full editing process for that now. It's coming along really nicely, actually. Made a lot of good progress today. One of some of my best work. So in terms of writing, pure like script form, I think it's some of my best. What's up, Ali? Mexican. Yeah, all good. Does anyone watch MMA Guru run? Ironically, I don't. I ain't got nothing too much against him until now, really. I think this is the first time, really, he stepped out of line, to be honest. In my opinion, anyway. I mean, I thought the John Jones stuff was a little bit weird, but I kind of brushed it off. I was like, okay, you kind of respect the commitment for a 42-minute video. And listen, John Jones is a bad guy. So, you know, take the piss out of it if you want. But the whole Michael Chandler stuff really rubbed me up the wrong way, man. I thought it was proper strange. I don't think the guy's done anything wrong at all. Personally, I mean, that might... I don't even think that's a hot take. I feel like that's the general consensus, right? I feel like most people thought he's taken an L there. I don't know about that, but... It's my 2 cents, you know? I'm not even going to entertain that, Mexican, bro. The way Chandler worded it, not really. He just wants to give the kids a home, man. I don't think it's deeper than that. The whole Jones thing is unfunny. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was hilarious. I didn't watch the video. It is a bit weird making a 42-minute video on the dude. But, you know. Thornberry... No, we're not doing that, Bush. We're not doing it. I'm a Guru fan, even though I thought it was a weird post. See, look, there you go, Anthony. I mean, I don't think you're the only dude who thinks that way, in my opinion. I think he caught a lot of flack, justified for it. Probably, as I said, probably the first time I've really... Listen, I disagree with a lot of things he says and some of the way he acts and on stream and stuff. But hey, he's got an audience, he's got a community, and they like him for it. But I think the Chandler thing is probably the first time I've really had a hard like look at what he's doing and said, nah, this is not it. How's life up north? Shut up. MMA Guru's voice sounds annoying. Well, I hope mine's a bit more silky smooth, you know? Will you sleep during the Manchester card? I'll tell you, if I end up going and getting tickets, I'll just have a little power nap before. But no, I probably won't go. No, I'll stay up for it. Usually, if I'm watching it, I'll just stay up for it. I always stay up for it. I never sleep. First fight to the last, just a cup of coffee and we're good. That's it. I'm going to raise him as a black children. Saying that whilst having black children is weird for me. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's deep. I don't understand it. It's just trying to make something out of nothing. Chandler's clearly a good dude. I don't think it's any further than that, right? The guy, the guy's providing 2 kids who don't have a father. So I don't understand the controversy. I mean, the controversy is obviously more centered around Guru himself. Yeah, I think he took it up with that one. I mean, he doubled down on it as well, which surprised me because he even said he considered maybe I shouldn't make it. He tweeted that out and then went and did it anyway, you know? So I don't know. I don't know what to think of the dude. Gone down in my estimations, though, a little bit after that. I honestly thought the Jones stuff was justified and the Adopt Me Chandler jokes were funny, but I didn't really like the Chandler video. I don't think the Jones stuff is justified. I still think it's a little bit weird. I think criticizing Jones for anything normal is something to be criticized, but there isn't criticism to be had in being gay. So it's like, do you know what I mean? That's why I don't like that video either, because it's kind of just like, where's the gotcha? Do you know what I mean? But with the Chandler shit, it's just pure unfunny and just like, I get obviously the John Jones video in some capacity is out of humor. I don't really think it was like that for the Chandler video personally. Yeah, bad taste. I agree, God. Guru won't admit it. He is a Conor diehard. He claims he watched UFC since GSP debut, but I don't know. I mean, I can't say the same. I've been watching since 2018, so I mean religiously. Obviously, I tuned in maybe a little bit before then. I didn't really start watching religiously until late 2018, early 2019. Chill kind of nerve voice like UK Spider-Man. Who's UK Spider-Man? Who am I? Is that I don't know. I mean, or is that you just making that up? I'll take it, I guess. I'll take that. Leonidas, I like the energy, Blackbeard, man. I hope you're doing well, bro. Chandler's interview is weird. See, that's where we disagree. So this is what we're going on about. I disagree on that personally. I saw a lot of things on Twitter about it. People saying, "Oh, he's like, what's the phrase I'm looking for? He's getting rid of like the cult. Like he's not allowing them to know about their culture, if you know what I mean." Which I kind of disagree with. But again, people are gonna have different perspectives, and that's the game. Nothing wrong with it. Just saying I'm happy for Chandler. Whatever he does, his wording was just poor form. Because black children have to know what they'll experience. Yeah, I agree with that, but he never said he wasn't going to tell them those things. He never said that. So I don't think there's anything to really criticize him on, you know? If he said that explicitly, that he wasn't going to do that, then I kind of understand. But no, apart from that. If you know about ONE FC MMA rules, are they better than UFC PFL rules? I think so, Todd. Because then you get those down knees. I talked about this the other day. Having down knees to a grounded opponent is such a good rule, and it makes grappling exchanges so much more engaging because you've got to worry about an extra threat there. It changes absolutely everything in that dynamic. And I don't like the way guys have been able to abuse that rule of being able to just sort of plant one hand, you know? Plant one hand and just sort of be immune to knees and kicks and stuff. It's done, you know? Started during COVID, I had free time. I feel like that goes for a lot of people, you know? He wasn't criticizing him for it. He was just saying he's taken it out of his closet case on his wife. That makes a lot of sense. I think that's just ridiculous. I think he's just a bad guy. I don't think you can take that seriously, what he's saying there. That sentence is not serious. John Jones is just a bad dude. That's straight up it. There's no justification for it. Spider-Man he was from the UK. I'll take it, man. He says skin color in every sentence. I don't know why. I mean, I think the point... Oh, sorry. My cable is stretched. I think the point Chandler was trying to stress was that it's not about... He doesn't want to consider it about... He wants people to be able to live without the consideration of skin color, which I agree with in the sense that, you know, that's what life shouldn't be about. That it shouldn't be about who you are. The color of your skin. It's just about the way you're raised. And I like that mentality. But I get it kind of got lost in translation. And obviously the criticisms that some of you guys are saying, I understand where the vitriols come from, right? He says he's not raising them as black children. Yeah, because he doesn't want to make it about race, which I understand. I think it comes from a good place. It's just lost in translation. Was it really as bad as theirs? It was in the 60s or back then. No one is oppressed. No one's oppressed now. I disagree now, bro. Can't lie. I strongly disagree there. It's bad, but it's definitely falling behind. Yeah. I feel like Guru will double down on Chandler since 303 is coming soon, so he'll pump up videos. Yeah, I mean, he's just doing it for views. Don't get it twisted, guys. There's no... I will tell you this right now. There's no ulterior motive here, you know? He's straight up doing this for views. There's no sincerity in that statement, anything he's saying about Jones or Chandler. I'm telling you that right now. He's doing it for the views. He doesn't care. He doesn't believe in that. He doesn't believe in that. He doesn't give a shit. He's doing it for views. That's straight up it. Ariane, I'm good, man. I hope you're doing well yourself, man. I'm good. He did the same thing with Sean / Izzy. Yeah, and look, he got a good traffic from that. That's why he's doing it. The John Jones video, I think, is his most viewed video, or so, it's not far off along those lines, right? So it's not surprising. Colby / Gary, well, he did that as well. Yeah, exactly, same thing, man. I disagreed with him then about the whole Gary stuff. I think that was overblown. A load of that shit was made up. Half the stuff wasn't true. And you can look that for yourself. I'm not trying to defend Ian Gary, but half the stuff that was said about him was completely false. He said he prayed for a kid with the same skin color as him. I don't know about something that sits with him. I think, is he talking about his son there? I mean, I get that. It means you can relate to someone. It makes sense. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. I don't think there's anything weird about it. You really think Chandler has any bad intentions? Just ask yourself that question. Why would Michael Chandler have any bad intentions with adopting 2 kids? It just makes no sense. He's getting criticized because people like to hate and people are miserable. That's straight up it. Yes, reply. You made it, brother. It's been a while. I know it's probably late where you're at, right? Chandler's intention are very good. His wording was a little clumsy, but Guru is looking for clout. Yeah, God, you're spitting facts. That's why you're God, bro. Because you're spitting facts. You know. That's exactly it. That's exactly what I'd say. That was weird, but maybe his son was praying for Black Brother because he feels left out. Yeah, that was what I got up from that. Ian is Conor McGregor, right? What do you mean? It was weird again, but I don't really care. I just think people are overreacting cases. I think this is the definition of that. People are overreacting like crazy, bro. It's dumb, man. That's what I'm saying. People just like to hate. There's no positivity in this community ever, and it sucks. That's why I want to foster that in this stream and on my channel in general, you know, because I think, especially in MMA, there's just not enough of that. There's too much hatred, too much vitriol, too much people complaining about this, that, and the other, and things they don't like and do like, and it's just horrible. MMA is one of the worst communities. Listen, I love the sport, man. I love it. But I think John Anik said it best when, along those lines, he was saying how the community is one of the worst he's ever seen. And he's not wrong, because it's true. And that's no disrespect to a lot of you guys, but I mean, it's just in general, the MMA fan base is full of vitriol and anger, bro. And you don't get that in a lot of other places. The channel had poor wording and you gave me stick from it. Oh, you said, oh, I just said you found it a bit weird, which is fair enough, I suppose. Pranda Wonder Boy versus Prime Anthony Pettis. Who wins pound for pound? That's a good shout. I mean, out of Prime, Anthony Pettis beat Wonder Boy, so make of that what you will. Yeah, maybe it was a lucky shot, but I don't know. They're different weight classes. It's hard to say. Prime Anthony Pettis was a killer, though. Great. I couldn't pick there. Smith on paper. What about him? Although I agree UFC fighters need the gossip/fans, similar to actors/singers to promote fights. 70% of the fans are in it for the drama, not the martial arts. I completely agree. But that's why it's so successful. I say this in my videos pretty much every time. I always end up making the point in my videos about, you know, it becomes more about entertainment. It's not about the fight game anymore as much. Obviously, it's almost secondary, right? The big fight at the end of it on the Saturday night. It's kind of secondary now compared to the drama, the embeddeds, the big shout, the face-offs, all of that stuff. That's really what MMA and UFC in particular is about these days. And it sucks, but it's true. Does Prime Wonder Boy outstrike Izzy? I genuinely believe he does. I don't know. It's hard to say because we've never really seen Izzy against a karate stance fighter in that way, because Wonder Boy is so unique in his own route, you know? So I don't know. Not about bad intentions is why I don't do black kids. I don't meddle anyone's business. Why the fuck was he saying repeatedly your character doesn't depend on your skin color? I mean, because he's right. I think, no, Blackbeard, I think because he's had some flack from it in the past, and there was a lot of people talking about it constantly. I think it was kind of in response to that. I mean, obviously, that's only from that big clip that got posted on Twitter. I need to have a look at the full episode, but I'm assuming it was in response to a lot of criticism he was getting. So I don't think it was out unprompted, you know? Have you seen any of In the Pocket MMA's videos? Yeah, of course, man. I used to catch up on his stuff a while back. Obviously, I don't watch him too much anymore. But, I mean, respect what he does, but I don't think anything he does is crazy. He just posts highlights, you know what I mean? And that's no disrespect to him, because he's got a nice career out of it. I don't know how he works with copyright. I'm assuming he's probably signed to a network which gives him the rights, because I got offered that deal. I'll tell you, that's a good story, actually. I don't think I've ever told this. So, probably like 10 months ago, or 8 months ago, I don't know, I got offered to join a multi-channel network, which is a lot of big creators were in back in the day. And I was like, okay. And I was a little bit suspicious because I know multi-channel networks aren't as big of a thing anymore. And they were like, we can give you broadcasting rights to use the broadcast footage in UFC in your videos. And I was like, that's pretty good. So I like the sound of that. So I got into talks with them. I was like, just to test the waters. And literally, They were like, yeah. So we'll give you all these things. We can give you constant access to support, constant dialogue with our team, and we can work with you. I was like, cool. We're kind of just doing a lot of corporate buzzwords. And they were like, yeah, we want 80% of your revenue. And I was like, fuck that shit. So I'm definitely glad I didn't sign that. But yeah, what the fuck was I even talking about? How did I even get onto networks? Oh yeah, in the pocket. I'm assuming he's enjoying the network in some capacity, so he doesn't get full revenue for it. But I don't know, because otherwise he wouldn't be able to make any money. Drama sells, and it's the exact reason why the GOATs and DJ was traded for Raskin. Yeah, there you go. He didn't go too far. He said what we all see. I disagree, man. I disagree completely. Oh, he does live streams? I didn't know that. Okay, yeah, I'll give him a buzz then. I mean, he's one of the biggest creators in the game. You got to give him credit. I didn't know he did live streams. I like drama more than fights as a casual. See, I think that's a casual take, bro. I mean, you are a casual, so self-proclaimed, so it makes sense. His vibes were like, I'm going to prove this. Yeah, it just... Oh, you mean Chandler? Or you talking about Guru? I don't know, man. Izzy's face Whitaker is the same striking style, just Wonder Boys in high level. No, they're different, bro. Completely different. I'd probably pick Izzy just because of his legacy and how much he's done in this sport, so... Logic dictates. Only karate style fight Izzy has fought was Rob. I mean, I guess Rob is kind of karate style, but not really. I wouldn't. Their styles are different. He's just more MMA, pure MMA, you know. Thoughts on Fallout New Vegas? Never played it. I played 3 and I played 4, but I haven't played Vegas. I've actually been meaning to, and it is on Game Pass, right? So I'll probably give it a crack. I've heard it's got good things. It's got quite a lot of cult following, you know. Whitaker has a sus chin. Yeah, he does. I agree with that, man. I mean, Costa caught him clean with that wheel kick, man. He took it, though. It was a flush shot, you know. You can say it's a sus chin, and I do agree to an extent, but that shot he took from Costa was pretty clean. And all the shots he's been taken, when he's been rocked, he's never been put out cold. He's taken them, and he's been robbled really hard, you know. Only real hardcore fans watch UFC early prelims, then sleep. No, I'm still at that point where I watch pretty much every fight. And sometimes I'll just skip fight nights, though. I'm going to play it for the first time soon. Yeah, I'm going to give it a crack. I've just been playing Slay the Spire, man. I've been getting back into that game. I've played it years ago when it was early access, but I've got back into it recently. Can't stop playing it. Fucking loving it. But going to war with Romero would do that to a man. Yeah, true. I mean, going with the war against Romero twice, no less. That'll take years off your life, man. Whitaker will challenge for the belt again. If he beats Chimaev, he will, 100%. ITP City has a deal with UFC. They let him make those clips. Probably since the official UFC channel can't make those highlight videos of funny tiles. No way. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm surprised it wasn't... I'm assuming he's either signed to a network, yeah, or he's with the UFC. That's kind of cool if the UFC reached out to him. He's making bank then. Fair play to him. I was going to say, he's probably not getting a majority percentage of those videos, of those views. But he's probably doing enough. Same thing with Larone. I think Larone is probably... I'm assuming he's got the same thing. If I had to guess. That would be my guess. I'm assuming both of those guys have got deals with the UFC in some capacity. Where they get a percentage revenue split, you know. Joshua, I like that energy, man. You always bring it. I hope you're well, bro. I think Sean is going to finish Costa in the 5th. I think Sean... Yeah, I don't think Costa will have anything for Sean on the feet. Really, I don't. I think Sean is so too defensively sound and Costa is way too predictable. And there's no disrespect. It's just Sean is the best defensive striker in the roster, probably. So, did you see Rigo's video on Guru? No, I don't watch Rigo. Let me have a look. What did he do? What did he do this time? He's a bit of a weird dude. I can't lie. I know he said some weird shit before, and it got put on MMA Reddit a while back, and he kind of got flamed for it. He did something a little bit weird, right? Oh, he just reacted to it. Thing is, the guy doesn't take nothing serious. He's just a weird dude. So I can't really... Listen, that guy, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Rigo personally, bro. I mean, listen, he's doing his thing. I don't disrespect anyone in the space too much unless I really have a genuine like disdain for them. People that steal my content. I've had a few of those. But no. Yeah, I don't hate the dude. He does what he wants. I mean, I'll have a look at the video. Paulo Costa is one of the most overrated fighters. I disagree. He's pretty good, man. If you beat Yoel Romero, you're a good fighter. ITPA made a video where it was 3 minutes of all just Bilal finishes. It was 1 knockout, 2 minutes of 45 in the black screen. Did he post that on April Fool's? That would have been a good one. Strickland got caught with a capoeira kick by Dos Santos. Yeah. It's weird. Dos Santos, he also beat Saint-Denis, I believe. Underrated dude. Because I remember I was researching when I did the Casuals Guide to... Was it 298? something like that. It was one where I was doing something, talking in my video, something about Saint Denis. And it's just come up with Junior Dos Santos. I can't remember his name, bro. Is it Legacies Dos Santos? Yeah. The guy's legit, man. I mean, obviously, he just lost to Randy Brown, which is kind of crazy, but... Oh, wait, no. No, he didn't. He's fighting Randy Brown. Yeah, he was at a draw in his last fight, yeah. Legit dude, though. Underrated fighter. He made a 3-part downfall series, The Downfall of Kyle Me. I don't even know, bro. He makes weird content. I guess it's his own niche, right? Oh my god, my skin is getting smoothed out. I need to fix that. Hang on. Does that help? Makes me a bit darker, but that's probably a bit better, right? No. It's worse. 306, what fights would you like to see on the main card? Mine, Grasso versus Bullet 3. Yeah, I love that, 100%. That's one of my most anticipated fights. And it looks like it's going to line up around there, maybe. 305, maybe. Moreno Albazi, I'm not too hot on that, to be honest. Yeah, Barboza. Yeah, it's a banger. I mean, we've got Lerone Murphy fighting Barboza first, so I think it'll be the winner of that versus yeah. I like the shout of. Kevin Holland versus Buckley. Haven't they already fought? They have already fought before. Gastelum versus Luque. Yeah, that's a banger. Hells, what's up, bro? Contact VS? What does that mean? Or Contact Versus? What does that mean? Good to see you there, bro. He's got a separate channel for it. I'll go check it out, man. Damn, we've got 25 people in it. Show the love. You guys, like the stream. Like the stream right now. Costa versus Strickland, the shortest span that Costa is taking to the fight. Yeah, I know. Considering his inactivity, yeah, it took me a minute there. We always have a like the energy, bro. Good to see you again. Stipe going down the rankings slowly. By the time he fights John, he'll be number 10. It's done, man. I ain't going to get into why. I've said it a million times. I've done a whole fucking video on why Tom Aspinall should fight John Jones. You know, really, it was sort of a career retrospective of Tom Aspinall, but the main point I was making at the end of it was about why he should be fighting John Jones, and he isn't. So I'm not going to get into that, and I've said it a million times on streams, but you know my thoughts, bro. Guru makes good content, and for me, he's done nothing wrong. We also has a personal thing going on. Either Guru, I don't know. Stevie, his stuff's not for me, that's all. I ain't removing my glasses, bro. Not that I don't like it, I'm not... Sorry, real quick, I just keep looking at the camera. My skin is just acting up right now. Maybe for 100k, I'll do it. Did like the beanie equivalent of Guru, right? John Jones is gay. I was more thinking about the Chandler stuff, Pon. That's the bit I disagree with. New UFC 5 update? Yeah, I saw that on my Instagram today. I don't really care, because don't you have to pay for all of them, right? Something like that. How long do you think we see Tony versus Khabib? We won't see Astro, I'm afraid to say, bro. In a parallel universe, maybe. I missed the last couple of streams. You ain't got to apologize, man. Don't worry about that. You're here now. And as long as you're here at some point, that's all I'm happy with. Once you get 30k subs, you're going to shave your head like you promised. Did I ever promise I was going to shave my head for 30k subs? Because I'm not. Bro, I will never shave my head. My hair is the one thing I value, bro. Absolutely not. Guru's very out of pocket, and I'm mad as hell for the 304 timing because I'm planning on coming over from Sweden. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. I didn't even consider that because when you consider 304, obviously I'm a UK fan. If I wanted to go, I'd have to get the train up from London. But a lot of guys like you from Europe want to fly over for the card because it's way closer than the US, obviously, and it's a bit more affordable. Well, at least for flights, not the tickets. I mean, and it's a punch in the face, isn't it? It sucks. I said on the podcast I kind of understood it because it was business. You know, they want to sell pay-per-views. That's the reality of it. But I completely forgot. If it was on UK time, it would be in the afternoon in the US. Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't do it in the normal UK time. Why doesn't the UFC just force John to defend against Tom or vacate? Because they want John to retire undefeated. That's literally it. PK best face for MMA? Yeah, maybe it is, bro. Do you think John avoids Tom out of fear of being aroused? Sorry. I should never have made this the title of the stream, should I? It's a token which you can buy or play to get them. I got all the OREs in the game without spending a single dime. I heard someone say that, but don't you have to spend a shit ton of time playing? I don't know. I'm getting better at the game, though. I can't lie. Hey, I might have actually... Maybe... There's probably a good chance I've ended up just playing some of you on quick play. I just play quick play online. I don't do anything else. I do get my ass kicked sometimes, but I mostly just play as... Who do I play as the most? I play Oliveira a lot. Back in the day on UFC 3, I used to play as Anthony Pettis pretty much every time. Who do I play as? Aspinall at heavyweight, but he's not fun. I don't like playing as the heavyweights. Peter Yarn's quite fun at bantamweight. What about the other ones? Bisping, pretty cool. Featherweight. Featherweight, I always pick Topuria or Holloway because they're just OP. I don't think Jones is scared. I think he's smart. He wanted to fight Ngannou at one point. Nah, he's all talk, bro. He was never going to fight Ngannou. Am I the only one who thinks beating Stipe does nothing for John's legacy? You're not the only one. I think everybody thinks that nowadays. What MMA fight is most likely to throw a fireball? I don't know. That's a strange question. Throw a fireball. Cast magic, I'm assuming you're literally saying. I don't know, man. Who's a wizard-looking dude? 3 beans on toast at 304? I doubt that highly. That would be a pretty cool perk, though. But not worth the bloody grand you'd probably end up spending on 2 tickets. Jones lost the Reyes fight 3-2. Yep, I had Reyes winning 1, 2, and 3 when I watched that live. To this day, in my opinion, is one of the worst robberies I've ever seen. In my opinion. As I've said, I've always said a robbery can always be a close fight, but as long as the rounds are clear, that's what makes it a robbery. And for me, that fight was clear. It was clear 3 rounds for Reyes. They were close, but they were clear. I think the video wasn't worth making, but he didn't say anything racist. It was more about having Chandler's son pray for someone in the skin color. I mean, I don't think there's anything. I think people are just making mountains out of molehills, man. I don't think it's that deep. Honestly, I don't know why people give a shit. It's not that deep, you know. These kids are young, bro. You know what I mean? I think he's scared. He stayed on his ass for 3 years when he was supposed to be building muscle and bulking. He said before he's scared of a lot of fighters. I think everybody's scared. Any fighter's scared. They're shitting themselves before they walk out. I don't think there's no revelation in that. And, you know, that's just it. He's making Stipe seem like a superstar so we can get a big name on his record, but also an easy fight. Yeah, that's exactly it, man. Nail on the head, though. Good night. I'm tired. I know it's late where you're at, Reply. You ain't got to stay for the stream, man. I appreciate you being here, though. Thank you, bro. Stay safe. Thoughts on Joe Rogan saying the UFC fights should take place on a basketball course. And the round should start on the ground if it ends on the ground. I don't even know, bro. Start on the ground if it ends on the ground. You mean at the end of the round? Jesus, that is a tongue twister. I don't know. It's kind of dumb. Bill, I agree. Diego Sanchez or Ferguson for fireballs. Oh, yeah. Tony Ferguson, 100%. Yeah, he fits that perfectly. Have you ever done a video of fighters that fans abandon? No, but I will write that down because otherwise I'll forget it. And you never know. If I like the idea and it grows on me, I'll do it. Again, I can't promise anything. I'll write that down. I like that format. Hold up. I like that, though. My headset's just giving me a low battery fucking ping, which is terrifying. But it usually lasts quite a little while, so I'm not too worried. Damn, I need to actually shampoo my hair. It's so greasy. I only shampoo it like once or twice a week, because otherwise your hair just gets really damaged, and I don't want to do that. Murad the Goblin. Yes, I would. That's a shout. Demetrius Johnson is currently live with the greatest on-mic UFC fighter of all time, Money Moicano. I fucking love Moicano, man. He's growing on me so much. I think he's growing on everybody, man. He's really... Off his own back, he's just cultivated. He knows exactly how to play the game, more than most guys. He's done it very well. That is the one out of... You know, there's a lot of things I can criticize the UFC for, and I don't like, particularly within the community. But if there's one thing I can always commend, is you can be a star without speaking a word of English. Obviously, Moicano does speak English, but not great. And... You know, Piotr Jan's he's one of the sports favorite fighters, and he doesn't speak English at all, really. So there's a beautiful thing in that, you know. Matt and Ava Molehill just disagree. It was racist. I did not like the video. Yeah, neither. If you're talking about the Guru one, I'm sure. How do you feel about Karate Combat? Yeah, it's sick, man. I've said about it on the podcast before. I fucking love Karate Combat, man. It's so fun, so fun. I've only caught 1 or 2 live, but I always check the. I always check the highlights, man. Luke Rockhold finally got a win, which made me happy. I'm a fan of his now. Change the street title? No, because it gets people to click. I like Karate Combat. Yeah, it's the pit submission stuff is so sick. And the rule set's really nicely done. I saw a clip on Twitter the other day. I don't know if it was the Craig Jones submission or something, but it was GSP on commentary, and then it just cut to him wearing like the Middle Eastern sort of, what do you call it? Forgive me, I don't know the term for it, but like the sort of, you know, the thing you wear that covers your head and the back of your head. It's just GSP in one of those, and it had me cracking up, bro. Ran into an Arabic girl today, your boy in love. You like it? What did Leon Edwards say to Nina? Tanina drama. Stipe is a nightmare matchup for John, but he's too old in my opinion. Yeah, of course, bro. I think prime Stipe would be far more interesting, but that's not what we're getting, which is why the fight shouldn't happen. Imagine Tyson gets KO'd like Bernard Hopkins. I'll never let a white boy beat me. Legendary quote. Yeah, that didn't work out too well for him. I do think Tyson will lose. I don't think he'll get. I don't think he'll get KO'd. He might. I think there's a good chance he does. But if I had to see it going one way with him and Jake Paul, of course you're talking about. I think his corner will throw in the towel because he'll gas out. I just think he'll gas out if Jake Paul can't put him away. He'll gas out after a couple rounds, and his corner will just throw in the towel. He ain't going 8 rounds. I'll tell you that now. McGregor Stipe's boxing is miles above Jones and has good takedown defense too, and has experience as an elite wrestler. If it was prime Stipe, I'd think a lot about this. Yeah, exactly. Obviously, prime Stipe offers a lot more questions, man. He does. I mean, he beat Ngannou. Like, Peter Yan 273 scream. I can't do it. It's the weirdest sounding thing ever, isn't it, though? I saw a compilation of every weird scream in the UFC, actually, the other day. Rockhold called out Bisping for the trilogy and said he would do it. Yeah, I like it, and I kind of respect Rockhold for calling him out. I think that's cool. Doing it in karate combat would be sick. But I don't want Bisping to come back. Just purely for his own safety because of his eyes. I don't want to see the dude get hurt. I think Rockhold would probably beat him. And that's no disrespect to Bisping. It's just I worry about his eye because obviously he said when he took the... People forget a lot. After he lost the belt to GSP, he fought Gastelum 3 weeks later and got sparked out cold. And he had problems in that his other eye, his good eye. And then he rightfully retired. He realized that was it. He was done. And I don't want that to happen again. I want the guy to live a good, be healthy, you know? I mean, Stipe would have been a tough test for John maybe 5 years ago, but he's 40 now. Yeah. Of course he's not beating Jones, bro. I mean, he could, but it's MMA. I always say it. But Aspinall would do more for his legacy, 100%. Because let's say Aspinall somehow loses to Jones, which I don't think he does. Jones goes and retires. Aspinall would probably still go off and become the best heavyweight in the UFC, and Jones would always have that win on his record. So for me, it makes no sense why you wouldn't fight him. Video idea: times UFC fights didn't end the way Dana White wanted, something like that. Obviously, the title is bad. Yeah, I've thought of something similar to that before, but the problem with stuff like that is I've done a lot of videos from a lot of chapters and different of my ones of my videos. They've kind of all done the same sort of vibe. You know what I mean? Like Ngannou, I've talked about that loads of times. You know, it's similar sort of vibe. Same with Cejudo. Oh no, well, it was the other way around when Cejudo beat Demetrius Johnson, that sort of thing, you know? Jake Paul will be known for beating up old men. Yeah, I mean, he already is, right? Congrats on 20K. Qasim, man, thank you. Onwards and upwards, man. I mean, channel's been slowing down a little bit recently. New video did like arse. I shouldn't have made it because I knew it wasn't going to do well and I did it anyway, which is dumb. I'm not obliged to make anything. I need to remember that sometimes. I can make whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to do dedicated pay-per-view guides every month if the card is shit. So that's a learning lesson. I'm not going to do that next time. But hey. 3 Nunes versus 1 Ngannou. Who wins? Ngannou, 100%. Bisping's neck is balked too and he got no knees. Yeah, he had knee surgery. I didn't watch the Guru video. What did he say? I was out of pocket. There was basically drama. He made a whole investigative video on... He did on John Jones first, being a closeted homosexual, which is just stupid and a bit weird. But like, he didn't catch that much flack for it. But then he did one on Michael Chandler, who was speaking about his kids, his adopted sons. And there was nothing even in that remotely to attack or investigate. And Guru just made a sort of big-ass hit piece trying to scrounge for some sort of gotcha moment, in my opinion. And it's just dumb. So that's why I disagreed with it. I think he took it too far. And Chandler did nothing wrong, bro, at all. So it's dumb. Yo, my chat just lagged. Oh, my God. John just caught up with the same uppercut when he backs up on almost anything. Yeah, I remember Reyes caught him with a flush one a couple of times. Steve breaks something bad and he has to take like a year off. Wouldn't John have to fight someone? Yeah, I actually hope that happens. I'm sure Aspinall will weigh in as backup or he'll be waiting in the wings for that call-up because there's no doubt in my mind he would take that fight, 100%. I mean, the guy fought Pavlovich on 10 days' notice. He'll do the same with John Jones. 100%. Kamara said it best on the podcast. This is a lose-lose for Jake. I mean, everybody's been saying that, but the dude is making bank regardless of his fights, you know? That's just it, you know? Leon is a bet your thumbnails, your casuals guide thumbnail was mid. I'm just doing constructive criticism. I mean, I appreciate the criticism. I kind of disagree. I don't think the click-through rate was pretty fine on it. It was a 6% click-through rate. And the only reason the video performed bad is because no one cares about 301. Straight up. You got what I've learned is a thumbnail doesn't need to be crazy good. It doesn't need to be incredibly detailed or, you know, in my opinion, personally, I don't think the thumbnail's even that bad. I think generally my thumbnails are pretty good. I think my new one is really good, to be the one I'm working on now. The one that I teased. I love that one. And it's not even full draft yet. But I get what you're saying. But it's more about the idea. And that's why I shouldn't have made it. I regret making it. Because I had it in the back of my mind when I was even making the video that this probably wouldn't even do well. Because no one even cares about 301. And I made it anyway. And I shouldn't have done. How many bone nickels would it take to take a chimp? Oh. I think 2. 2 or 3. 1-on-1 with a chimp, though, you're losing, bro. Those motherfuckers are strong. If you outnumber a chimp, if you outnumber a chimp, I think you'd probably be all right. It's hard to say. If you're a fighter and in the middle of the fight, your hands full, how would you feel? I'd just say Derek Lewis. I'd just say my balls was hot. That's why, bro. Check the door's gonna send a video you have to look at and say if it's accurate or not. Give me a sec. This better be worth it, I swear to God. Well, I do this now. Why didn't you send me this earlier? What? Oh, Rufus Rice. I like this dude. I'm not watching this whole fucking thing. I'll watch it later, bro. It's a minute long. Fuck that. I'll look at it later. Prime Fador versus Prime Jones. Jones. 100% Jones. Jones will kick his legs off, in my opinion. Both knees replaced. The last movie he did, his back had a fracture in it, and he damaged his back even more in the movie set. Cataract surgery. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he should. I mean, of course he's done. The guy's. That's the cycle of the fight game. He's definitely done, and he should stay done. That's why I think Aldo's going to lose pretty convincingly on Saturday. Disney is financing the Paul brothers. That's why they're making big money. Is that true? I don't think that is true. I mean, credit to them, man. They know the game. I mean, I had, when we got Gio, Logan Paul's editor, on the pod, getting to speak with him in person, and he gave a real insight into the kind of work ethic and mindset a guy like Logan Paul has. And that was really interesting because he just constantly was saying, you know, the guy doesn't let up. He doesn't stop. He doesn't slow down in any capacity of his life. And I think there's something credible in that, you know? Pin your Discord link on your streams. Yeah, that's a shout. This one's a temporary link because I can't find the permanent one for some reason. But I think it's in the description, right? Oh, no, it's not. It's in the description of my normal videos, but not the stream. Sorry about that. I'm going to change that for next time. I might forget, but I will try not to. That's probably a way. If you aren't in it there, you can join it there, guys. If Jones or Stipe pull out, it'll be disastrous. Neither will accept the short notice fight. Yeah, I mean, Stipe already got offered the short notice fight at 295. He got offered Aspinall on short notice, and he said, no, I'm waiting for Jones because he knew he'd lose. That's the reality of it. Peanut and jelly toast sandwich. I'm not a fan, personally. 5 humans won't beat a chimp. I think if they had a spear, they would. If they had spears, they would. But yeah, barehanded, I don't know. Chimps are strong as hell. Rufus fighting soon, right? Rufus Rice? I don't know. Aside about mass immigration, has some letters fall off my town now. It says, say no to man ass. That is the most human thing I've ever seen ever. That's classic. We have a town. There's a town not far from me called Uckfield. And there's a sign with Uckfield on it. I'm pretty sure you can guess what people do there. With said sign. Bisping got off for Jake Paul and didn't fight him. Good. Jake Paul would knock him out. And I would hate to see that. I would hate it. Did I see the John Jones video? Yeah, man, I did. And I mean, I didn't watch it. I saw that he made it, though. And I saw the big controversy around it. Didn't like it. Didn't like that sort of stuff. Well, more the Chandler stuff I had a bone to pick with, you know. Someone leaked the Discord in the chat. That is the one. So if you aren't in it, join up. Are you named Leonardo from Ninja Turtles? No, that's not my birth name, sadly. It's just the 3 letters. Steve didn't say no, I'm waiting for Jones. He said, yeah, pretty much. There you go. That's my Steve impression. Snooker World Championships, though. I don't really watch snooker, but I know Ronnie O'Sullivan just destroys everybody, so I'll just go Ronnie O'Sullivan, bro. I've been getting into darts a lot recently, though. Been practicing. I don't think he was offered Aspinall for 295. No, he was. Stipe was offered Aspinall for 295. Or Sergey, rather. Yes, you might be right. It might have been Sergey. Sorry, that makes more sense, actually. Well, either way, he was offered the backup fight, and you didn't want to fight either of those dudes. Thoughts on pizza? Overrated. Only pizza I like is proper, authentic Italian pizza. I never get takeaway pizza, any of that shit, because it tastes like arse. I can't lie to you. I really, really don't like it. I never order Domino's. It makes me feel sick as hell. It's overpriced trash, bro. But good Italian pizza, if you ever go to Italy and have proper Italian pizza, it's fucking lovely. But apart from that, no, I don't like it. I'll never order it at a restaurant. I think the only thing worse is supermarket pizza. That shit is terrible. Like frozen pizza makes my mouth vomit. Cold pizza, that's the bottom of the barrel. Worst thing ever, bro. I don't understand people who like cold pizza. It's disgusting. Curtis Blazer's stutter is much better. I'll die on that hill. But better than what, bro? Oh, than Stipe. Wow. That's a comparison, right? I think he was offered Sergey. Then he said no to Sergey. They offered him Tommy, and he said no. Then they booked Tom. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's what happened. And I kind of don't blame him. I mean, for a normal fighter, like in his prime, at the top of the level, I understand. But Stipe's near the end of his career. You can't be waiting around like that. I don't understand. It doesn't serve you much to wait around and wait even longer when Jones is not going to be out for he could be out for at least a year at that point when he finally fights. So I don't understand it. If it's to name 5 guys, who do you think John that could beat John? Who would you say? I think the only guy right now. I mean, let me get the division up. Because honestly, in the heavyweight division, I mean, the only one I could say with very high confidence that would beat him is Tom Aspinall. I would bet a lot of money that Aspinall will beat John Jones, and I'd make good money from it. I'm telling you that right now that he'd beat him, but it won't happen. It's the most anticipated matchup you can make right now. It's killing me why you wouldn't do it. I think the only guys John Jones would even struggle with. I mean, yeah, no one in that division except from Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall would dog walk him, but everyone else isn't close to him. I can't lie to you. That's the reality. No one else is close to him, man. BFF, Volkov, and Pavlovich have agreed they'll fight. Yeah, that was whole messy as well. They announced the fight before they'd even signed on the dotted line, which is the UFC are known for doing that, and it's just a piece of shit move, bro. Blades has a really good chance. Nah, John would put him away, I think. Listen, Blades' wrestling is very good. But listen, we're going to see Blades in the rematch against Aspinall, it looks like, at Manchester. So I'm glad we're running that one back. I actually think, to be honest, I what you're saying about John Jones, I actually think Blades is a harder matchup for Tom than John Jones is. That's MMA math for you right there. But I that's where I stand. I can't lie. I really do think Blades is a tougher matchup for Tom than John Jones is. But I think Aspinall finishes him on the feet. Shout out to the Babbage that put out on the first night. I never said that. Fake news, I'm afraid, bro. Yeah, probably is the key word. McGregor and Ngannou, Aspinall, maybe just Lewis, bro. You can't just drop McGregor in there. I give Lewis a chance because he hits like a freight train. Same with Ngannou. If Anthony Smith debuffed to heavyweight and challenged John or Tom, how does it go? I don't need to answer that question, do I really? And I don't even like Anthony Smith. I know I kind of took the piss out of him in my latest video. But you got to respect him. The guy's been in the game for a long time. And he fights killers, man. So you can't fault him for that. Which Ninja Turtle would do best in MMA? I don't know. I don't even know what the difference is, bro. I know they have different weapons. I never really watched it when I was a kid. Is that crazy? What weight class would he fight in? I don't know, bro. I mean, they're quite big, though, aren't they? Right? They're big dudes. Big turtles. You agree with me? I'm never wrong, brother. I'm never wrong. Blade uses his psychic powers to blow Aspinall's knee. He might do, you know. I could see it. I mean, he didn't work against Pavlovich, though, did it? So, make of that of what you will. Just adjust that a bit. Let's get some more light in here. How does that make me look? That's a little bit better, actually. I need to figure out why my skin is just getting softened here. I'll figure it out, boys. I'll figure it out. Can I focus now, please? We're out of focus. Any day now. Come on. Any day. There we go. And we're out of focus again. Brilliant. Growing pains, boys. Growing pains. There we go. Okay. Oh. If Tom versus Jones gets booked for 304, would you drink proper 12 on stream? No. Listen, I'm not sacrificing my morals for MMA. Oh my God. Can we focus again? This is killing me. But no, I wouldn't. I ain't sacrificing my morals like that. I'm a man of principle and integrity. Listen, I can't change for no one. It keeps focusing on my microphone, which is really pissing me off. There we go. Okay, let's just leave it there. McGregor is his username. Obviously, Conor can't fucking beat Jones. Ain't a Conor rider. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some of them are delusional. Quote, some of the people in our Discord. Andy Smith should move up to heavyweight and get beat up by John again. Oh my god, I almost forgot they fought. Yeah, I talked about it literally in the video the other week. Smith lives 45 minutes away from me. That's kind of crazy. I mean, I'm sure some of the... I mean, there's not that many London fighters, really. But out of all the UK fighters, most of them aren't from London. Obviously, Nathaniel Wood is, but that's about it. McGregor versus Tuan Garners. Who wins? Tough question. No. I really think Jury could retard his way into KOing John. I will die on that hill. I mean, you can't rule Jury out of anything. Any guys that have a weird style like that, you cannot rule out because they're so unpredictable. Do you think Holloway will ever get KO'd? Yeah, I think he probably will. And that's no disrespect to him. It's just eventually he'll get old and his chin will go. Happened to Chuck Liddell, man. DC Holloway confirmed. Shut up, bro. Baddest man on the planet, right? Yeah. I mean, could you imagine? Holloway really is the only fighter since BJ retired. I mean, it's not surprising, really. I mean, I expect there to be more, though, because I know Max has done a lot of good work. I mentioned it in my Holloway video. Obviously, he won the Forrest Griffin Community Award a couple years ago because he done so much great charity work with, you know, his team out back in Hawaii, back where he's from. And I know he's built a UFC gym there, if I'm not mistaken, or some capacity. There's MMA gyms that have popped up there as a result. So he's had a huge influence there. You got to understand that. So give it 10 to 20 years, I'd say, in that ballpark, and you're going to start seeing more fighters out of Hawaii, 100%. What it take to drink Trouble 12? I'm not going to, bro. I don't drink no more. Jones is too smart. What, for who? Oh, for Jury? Yeah, probably. I think John would probably outrange him and just... His fight IQ is too good. My name, the McGregor clan, fought King George and our name got banished. Isn't that a quote from Conor? I'm pretty sure I've heard that when I was researching my video. Favorite walkout? That's a great question. Favorite walkout? Oh, there's been so many good ones. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I always loved Dustin Poirier, man, because that James Brown song, that's a banger, man. I'm thinking. I liked Adesanya's one when he fought Whitaker. That was cool. Michelle Pereira, his one last one. We had that little dance routine. I always like stuff like that. I don't know. Give me some suggestions, and I can't think of any more off the top of my head. I like Colby Covington's one at 245. Or was it 248? Whenever he fought Usman for the first time with the Kurt Angle song. That was sick. Soon Steve Hay will be old enough to be Theo's dad. Yeah, maybe, bro. Pete, I like that energy, man. I hope you're well, bro. Good to see you. I won't be on for too much longer because I've got to jump off a little bit early, but I'll give him for another maybe 5-10 minutes. Mike Perry's Halo. Yeah, that was good. That was a good one. Happy. Am I... Who was that for, bro? I'm being dumb. Underrated walkout CM Punk's debut. I don't remember that. I mean, I haven't seen it off the top of my head. I can't think of it. I liked Ortega's one when he fought... I think it was when he fought Volkanovski with the purge thing, with the masks. That was cool, bro. Did you know Heath Herring, Texas Crazy Horse, does medieval armored combat now? I don't know who that is, but I do like the idea of medieval armored combat. Like jousting and shit. That's cool, man. I can't see John finishing Jury, so the question... Yeah, I kind of agree in a way, because I think John's never really had that KO power, you know? Like outright cold, and Jury's got a damn good chin, so... But I think, yeah, John will just piece him up over 5 rounds. Best African fighter of all time is probably Adesanya, right? It's Adesanya or Usman, realistically. I can't walk on an empty stomach. Leo definitely said that at one point in his life. No, I've never said that sentence. I mean, until now. Damn, 28 people. Boys, I appreciate it. Oh, Alex Perez. Yeah, Alex Perez is... Of course, Alex Perez. His 300 walkout was generally the first time that actually instilled fucking fear into my soul, you know? Genuinely. That shit terrified me. Korean Zombies is a great shout. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Perfect shouts, boys. You know it, boys. Well, Stephen Thompson walking out with Jack Black. Yeah, that was a long time planned, you know. I know they meant to do that for a long time, but it just didn't materialize. I'm glad they finally got to do it. Obviously, he didn't win on the night. But there's no shame in losing to Shavkat Rakhmonov, you know. Adesanya, but his walkouts are good. Yeah, I mean, until he puts in a shit performance. Like when he fought Jared Cannonier and he had the whole Undertaker vibe going on. Yeah, that was sick until he put on a snooze fest, you know. But I don't blame him. You got to fight the fight. But that's, you know. Volk's walkout at 284. Yeah, great energy in that one. 100%. 100%. Kamaru's way better than Izzy. I mean, haven't they got the same amount of title defenses? Or am I wrong there? I don't think it's far off that, right? Let me have a look. Isn't it 5? Usman got 4 or 5. Masvidal twice, Colby twice, and Burns, so 5. Kind of an overrated title reign, I can't lie. But he made a bag, so you can't blame the dude. Yeah, 5 title defenses. Adesanya had 5 as well, right? But he's also a 2-time champion. So that's got to edge it, right? Did he have 4 or 5? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. And then 100%. Izzy edges it. He got more title defenses against better competition, let's be honest here. And he's a 2-time champion. You've got to go, Izzy. Mike Perry was a shout. Right now, Drickus all-time Kamaru. Well, yeah, of course Drickus is the best right now, yeah. Good vids. Asanas, bro, or Ari. I appreciate it, bro. Whatever the name is. Thank you. Thank you so much. Some kind words. UFC offers you 10 mil to fight Alex Pereira. Bro, of course I'm taking that. UFC ain't offering anyone 10 mil. 100% I'm taking that. Yeah, just tap immediately. Just surrender. You can just verbal tap and say, I'm out, man. I've had enough. They'll wave it off. You don't even have to take any damage. Free bag. Worst part was he was saying he was going to finish him, knowing in advance he was going to leg kick at range. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't think the plan was to leg kick him until he won a 25-minute round fight. I think he wanted to leg kick him, neutralize Cannonier's wrestling, and then put him away. It just didn't happen. Kamaru had an overrated title run. Yeah, I've said this before, Larry. I agree with that statement, but I don't blame it. It was partly Usman's choice, right? A lot of the reason he fought the guys he did is because he made a fat bag. Because obviously he was getting pay-per-view points. He's the champ. Fought Masvidal twice. 250 or was it 251? Whichever one he fought Masvidal the first time did like 1.4 million pay-per-view buys. The guy made a bag. A huge bag. And that's why he picked him for the rematch. He called him out specifically so he can make more money. You don't get a lot of time in this game, but especially at the top, like Usman did, so I don't fault him at all. And anyway, most people only look at the title number of defenses first rather than the actual competition. In terms of first glance legacy, you go, oh, he's got more title defenses than this dude, so he must have a better legacy. That's the general like sort of viewpoint for most people, you know. Usman's and Izzy's reigns are great, overrated. No, Izzy's isn't overrated, man. Vettori is actually a harder fight than people give credit for. Whitaker too, I thought Whitaker won that fight. But, well, I thought it was very close, so I wasn't mad at the decision. It wasn't like the Jones-Reyes fight. And beating Whitaker twice, especially knowing how many dudes Whitaker's beaten, especially even now, shows you how good those wins are. The Cannonier win is still a good win. He dispatched Cannonier pretty convincingly, right? It might have been a boring fight, but he made it look easy. And Cannonier is a beast. And Gastelum in his prime was legit as well. And he knocked out Pereira. Sure, he lost to him, but he also beat him. He knocked him out cold. And look how good Pereira's doing these days. He's not overrated at all, in my opinion. If anything, I'd actually say Adesanya's reign is overhated. I think it's underrated, bro. In my opinion, I think it's very underrated. Max, you're coming with these fake quotes. I'm going to let you keep doing it, though. I'm going to let you keep doing it. Two times Colby and 2 times Masvidal. Yeah, that's why I think it's overrated. I thought the first Colby win was good. I actually think he lost the rematch. But again, you could say that about loads of different fights. At the end of the day, they got the nod. I like Kamaru more, but Izzy definitely has a more impressive title run. Yeah, 100%. He's got the same amount of title defenses, and he's also won the belt back, which is much harder than people give credit for. Much harder. Usman and Volkanovski's title reign both got ruined by COVID, so their defenses they had, you can't blame them. Speaking of Volk, let's actually compare them to Volkanovski's as well. Was Volkanovski's 5 as well, or was it 4? They're all around the same. It's like that sort of point they can't get past. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. I actually agree. I think Volks is overrated purely because he's beaten Holloway 3 times. I guess, actually, maybe that's a bit harsh. Do you even consider that overrated when you see how good Holloway even is? Because beating Holloway 3 times... it depends on what you merit more. Do you merit the variation in competition as being more of a better legacy, or the caliber of a sole opponent? Because I think beating Holloway 3 times is no one else is doing that. But at the same time, maybe you value fighting multiple different dudes more because you've got to prepare for a different challenge each time. And Brian Ortega is a legit win. I think the Chan Sung Jung one, I don't give that one too much, credit. No offense to the zombie, but he was past his prime at that point. It's hard to say, man. Oh, yeah, and Yair. My bad. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5 defenses. Sorry. Yeah, the first one wasn't obviously he won the belt, so I don't think you count that one, right? It's a tricky one, isn't it? Woodley versus McGregor. You go Woodley. Woodley would wrestle fuck him. 100%. Usman's number of title defenses is more impressive than his actual opponents. Yeah, I agree, man. Pantoja Usyk. I picked Usyk on the podcast. So shout out to that MMA Creators podcast. You can check that out if you haven't listened to the episode already. It came out the other day. But it's a very close fight. Very close fight. And I'm actually looking forward to it. I think it's a very fun fight, man. Pantoja never has a bad fight. Usman was fighting mid-welterweights. No, I disagree. I mean, Masvidal, yeah, but Colby, no. And Burns is a legit win, too. Toby Man Gaslam gave Izzy a war, right? Yeah, but stars make fights, bro. Stars make fights. And he was good back then, yeah. He carried Bisping and Nate Marquardt. Yeah, exactly, Ariane. Izzy's run is nowhere near Volk. No, I think Izzy's is probably better, personally. It's tough, though. Actually, they're pretty much on par. I wouldn't say maybe one's not better than the other. Volk's not overrated since Holloway's so dominant. Yeah, I agree. Especially looking now. It's only really aged his title reign better because of what Holloway's just gone and done and how he's looking recently. I rank Holloway better than Masvidal and Colby at welterweight. Give me Volk over Usman's title reign. Yeah, Volk, I even say Max's title reign better than Usman's. Call me crazy. Less defenses, but hey, better competition. You're a casual if you're skipping 301. Nah, I don't blame people for skipping it, man. I think that's just some people don't like it, man. So let me just check this. Okay. Right, cool. Also, every time they fought, it looked like a different fight. So they both came in trying to mix it up. The Max Volk trilogy is so elite. It's one of my favorites. That third, I've said this before, but that third fight, 276, Holloway versus Volkanovski 3, is probably my favorite performance in title fight history. In any title fight, you want pure MMA and just pure dominance and a perfect game plan. Just perfect execution, not just from Volkanovski himself, but his corner, his team, the preparation. When you put everything into account, it's the best performance in title fight history, in my opinion. It's so, so good. Do you think Fatboy went too far with Chandler? Boob? I do think he did, yeah. Fittest UFC fight of all time. I'm assuming you're talking about, not in terms of shape, you're talking about in the other realm. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I wouldn't pick anyone. I don't know. I couldn't pick anyone in particular. I don't know, bro. You give me a shout. Love how we're all ignoring the GOAT GM3. Shout out to him. Underrated as hell, bro. Man who carried someone Alex ever couldn't. Yeah, man. GM3 is a beast. He's like a sort of lower level gatekeeper. You know, he's like the first boss in a game. He's like the first boss in Dark Souls or something like that. He's the skill check, you know. Max is the man and Volk beat the brakes off him. So Volkswagen champ run is the best. Yeah. I mean, I don't like using MMA math like that. You got to look at them objectively as individuals. Is his best win is Pereira, Whitaker, Volk beat Holloway twice, and Aldo dominated yeah, Brian and the Zombie. Every single Wizzy defense was a snooze fest. Yeah, but I don't think it's about being a snooze fest, really. It's a style. That's just a lot of that is down to style. So I don't count how fun the fight was as too much of a merit. I just care about how convincing they were in their wins. That's what's more important. But learning the Showtime kick, I'm getting cleaner by day. Yeah, show it, bro. Damn, if you ever hit that in a fight, fair play to you, bro. If I was in UFC, what would your fight name be? I've had this question before, and I still don't know. I'll give it some thought. Probably the Trooper, because it rhymes. Something like that. That's not bad. Just wait until Guru goes after Usman and Ngannou, and Ngannou for family incidents. Yeah, who was that real quick? If you guys saw that on Twitter, who was that piece of shit on Twitter, man? Fuck that. I can't remember what his name is. He's got the Usman in his profile picture. You've probably seen it. He's an arsehole. This guy on Twitter. He made fun of Cheeto's daughter as well. He's a piece of shit. I hate that guy. I can't remember, and I wish I remembered his name, but don't even look him up because you're going to give him attention on Twitter and give him impressions. Fuck that guy. I hope he gets banned. I rarely get mad, but that guy, I saw that shit on my timeline, pissed me off, bro. Yeah, that's his name. Marty's hairline. Yeah, you all fucking know. What an arsehole that guy is, man. Catch Guru in a twister. He's a big dude, I can't lie. He'd probably I'd probably struggle to actually keep the back, you know. Stream is popping. Yeah, it is, man. I appreciate it, boys. Thank you. I would stay on for longer, but I've literally got people coming around in 5 or 10 minutes, so I do apologize for that. Again, I'm really considering starting doing the Friday streams or Thursday streams pretty soon, along with the Talking channel. We're gonna probably look at launching that at some point in the near future. I don't want to promise anything though, because
Listen, I've said that before. I've made promises before about streams way back when, before I got the consistent schedule in, and I said, I'll stream this day and that day, and I didn't end up doing it, or I would cancel shit, and I don't want to do that to you guys anymore, because it's not fair for you dudes to, get false what's the word I'm looking for? Misconceptions about what I'm planning or what I'm doing. So I won't promise anything, but I will say is where we're looking at. Guru's #1 fan? Who? Oh, that guy? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Edgy and dark humor, that's just disgusting. Yeah, he's a piece of shit, man. Get the peeps on stream? No. No, that's not happening, man. I'm gonna be watching the football. No, I'm sorry, Bushmaster, that's not happening. It's not happening, I'm afraid. But yeah, cool shit planned. The video for this week's gonna be awesome. It's some of my favorite stuff to make. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's exciting when you get a video where you love the idea and you get the perfect idea of it's gonna do well and you love making it. That's the important part, right? Get the focus stream, not happening, but they're not even here yet, so no. I'm not doing either of those things. 1, because I get doxxed. 2, I'm not streaming the footy match because I get banned. The man leopard Cooper, is that even... I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult, Mexican. I don't know. I'll take it, bro. Feet pics when? Maybe for 1 million subs. Maybe for 1 million. To get your pockets out for those guests? Yeah, of course, bro. I won't. Bro. I hope you have a good one as well. Victims of Dana White, similar to that vibe. Along that range, kind of. No, it's not just about Dana White in particular, but he has a mention because he's inherently part of it. So that's a little bit of food for thought for you guys. What do you do if Guru attacked your family? Triangle choke him. Flying. No fit pics. I'm sorry, guys. For 1 million subscribers. For 1 million, I promise. All right. Anyway, boys, I'm going to see you later. Love you and leave you. Have a good night, morning, afternoon. Wherever you're at in the world. Enjoy the UFC this week. Hope for Ronaldo win because we love the boy. And I'll see you on Sunday and video on Friday. So I appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you then. Cheers.